In this video number 14, we are going to discuss some types of continuous series. We know a continuous series is that series in which all the observations are recorded. They can be whole numbers, they can be decimals, they can be fractions. So a continuous series of observations can be recorded within a class interval. So we can divide the series into class intervals. So let's see how many types of series we have in the continuous series. The first one that we are going to learn is called the exclusive series. Exclusive does not mean something special. Exclusive means something that is excluded. Excluded, that means we are not going to include that observation. So here we have two limits. A class interval has two limits, the lower limit and the upper limit. Now here the upper limit of one class interval becomes the lower limit of the next class interval. That is how we write the class intervals. That is 0 to 10. 10 being the upper limit of this class interval becomes the lower limit of the next class interval. And so 10 to 20 is the next class interval, and 20, which is the upper limit, becomes the lower limit of the next class interval. So it goes on. Here we find that the class interval 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 are all equal. Now observations under each class interval will be recorded from 0 to less than 10. That means if an observation is 0, it will be recorded under this class interval. But if the observation is 10, we cannot write in this class interval because the upper limit of the class interval is excluded. The value pertaining to the upper class limit is excluded. Hence, that value will be recorded in the next class interval, that is 10 to 20. So in this class, 20 will be excluded. All observations less than 20 and greater than 10 will be included. If you look at this, the observation that was 20 will be recorded in this class, that is 20 to 30. All observations which are equal to 20 but less than 30 will be recorded in the class interval 20 to 30. That is called as exclusive series. Exclusive series means the values pertaining to the upper class limit or upper limit of a class interval will be excluded, will be included in the next class interval. Now the next series is called inclusive series. Inclusive series means all the values from the lower limit to the upper limit are included. Here the observations which are greater than or equal to the lower limit and less than or equal to the upper limit are recorded. Here overlapping of intervals is avoided. So the question of where to include a value that is pertaining to the upper class limit, upper limit is solved. So now we can write all the values from 0 to 9. If an observation is 9, that will be included in this class interval. If it is 10, it will be in the next one because 10 is the lower limit. And now 19 is the upper limit. So an observation which is equal to 19 will be included in this class interval. And here 20 to 29, all the values pertaining from 20 to 29 will be included in this class interval. Now if you want to convert this inclusive series into exclusive series, then what do? We find the difference between the upper limit of the upper class interval and lower limit of the next class interval. That is upper limit of the upper class interval, lower limit of the next class interval, these two. 9, which is the upper limit, and 10, which is the lower limit of the next class interval, will be included. Now what do? We find the difference between these two. The difference between these two is equal to 1. 9 and 10, the difference is 1. Now we have to find a value midway between 9 and 10. So half of that value will be equal to 0.5. Now what do we do over here is that we subtract this value from the lower class lower limit, and add the value to the upper limit. So then the class intervals would become 0, since it is 0 we don't have a negative value, minus 9 plus 0.5. Upper limit plus 0.5 will be 9.5. Now the next class interval, it starts with 10. The lower limit is 10. So 10 minus 0.5 will become 9.5, and 19 plus 0.5 will become 19.5. So what we actually do is, here if you have 10 to 19, you go a little back 0.5 and you go a little ahead 0.5. So now this becomes 9.5 and this becomes 19.5. Okay, so you space them in such a way that now the class intervals become continuous and exclusive. So can you tell me the next class interval? So next class we have the lower limit 20. So 20 minus 0.5 will become 19.5, and 29 plus 0.5, so 29.5. So this will be our next class interval. So we see that the upper limit of the previous class becomes the lower limit of the next class, which is a characteristic of exclusive series. Those class intervals where one of the limits is not mentioned is called an open-end distribution. Here we have the class intervals that we learnt, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30 and so on. And now we see below 10. So below 10 we don't have the cap over here, which is the lower limit. When you say below 10, we don't have the lower limit. So this is an open-end distribution. And when you see the last class interval, we find above 30. Above 30. So what is the upper limit over here, which is not mentioned? So this again becomes an open-end distribution. That means when lower limit of the first class here and the upper limit of the last class are not given, it becomes an open-end distribution. How do we convert this into equal class intervals? So that the calculation and representation in the graph becomes easier. So what do? We find the class interval. What is the interval over here? 10 to 20 is equal to 10. Here also the class interval is 10. So we follow the same thing. You subtract this to get the lower limit. So 10 minus 10 becomes 0. So 0 to 10 becomes the first class interval. And when you come here to the last class interval, 30 plus 10, because we are not given the upper limit. So 30 plus 10 becomes 40, and so this class interval becomes 30 to 40. So our class intervals will be like this. Now the next series is cumulative frequency series. You must have learnt about this in your previous classes, which is also called less than cumulative frequency series and more than cumulative frequency series. Cumulative means adding up. So here we have a series with class intervals 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and their frequencies being 2, 5 and 10 respectively. Then how do we construct a less than series and a more than series? To construct a less than series, we have to consider the upper limit of each class interval. In this case, to construct a less than series, we will take the upper limits. In the first class interval, the upper limit is 20. So less than 20, how many observations do we have? Less than 20, since 10 to 20 we have 2 observations only. So less than 20 will be 2. Observe this type of series. It's an exclusive series. That means if an observation is 20, we are going to include it in the next class interval. So less than 20 is only 2. Now the next in the series would be less than 30. Less than 30 are these 5 and those which lie between 10 to 20. That is 5 plus 2. 5 plus 2. Now The next in the series would be less than 40. This is 30 to 40. And less than 40 are all the observations from 10 to 40. So less than 40 will be a sum of 10 plus 5 plus 2. So that will give us 17. So you can go ahead, if you have more number of class intervals, just add them up and then you get the less than series. Now the other one is more than cumulative series. In more than cumulative series, we take the lower class limit. Here we take the upper class limit. Here we take the lower class limit. So what is the lower class limit in the first class interval? 10. So more than 10, because less than 10 we don't have anything. So we have to consider only more than 10. So more than 10 would be all the observations till the last class interval. So what is the sum of all the class intervals, observations in the class intervals? It is 17. 10 plus 5 plus 2, all of them will be greater than 10. Now in the next class interval, 20 is the lower class limit. So in the more than series, our next one will be more than 20. So more than 20 will be all the observations from 20. So we have to exclude those observations which are less than 20. How many are less than 20? 2. How many are more than 20? 5 plus 10. So this is 5 plus 10 equal to 15. Now this will be 2 plus 5 plus 10. Now the last in the series is, the lower limit is 30. So more than 30 would be all those observations. Is it so? More than 30 would be 30 to 40. That means 10. So more than 30 would be only 10 observations, because these observations are less than 30. This class interval has 10 observations which lie between 30 and 40. Then we come to the next one, which is called the mid-value series. Mid-value series means class intervals are not given. Instead, their midpoints are given. So the midpoints are 5, 15, 25, 35, 45 with the respective frequencies. Now we need to convert this mid-value series into a continuous series. So what do? Since these are mid-values, the class interval would lie somewhere in between these, isn't it? The limits would lie somewhere between these. So what we do is, we will add these two and find the mid-value, that is divide by 2. So we will find the difference between the two midpoints, 15 and 5. The difference is 10. Half of it would be 10 by 2 equal to 5. So we have to go 5 ahead and 5 behind in order to find this value. So which is equal to 10. Now we will add this value to the mid value to find the upper limit of the class and subtract from it to find the lower limit of the class. So add 5 to 15, that will become 20. So 20 becomes the upper limit. Subtract 5, 10. So 10 is the lower limit. So 10 to 20 will be your class interval. I think that's clear. Now add the value to the upper limit. 5 plus 5 equal to 10 and subtract from the lower limit, that is to get the lower limit. 5 minus 5 equal to 0. Similarly, subtract 5, 20, add 5, 30. Subtract 5, 30, add 5, 40. Subtract 5, 40, add 5, 50. So those will be our class intervals. Now if you write them down, the class intervals would be 0 to 10 for the mid value 5. And for 10 to 20, the mid value is 15, isn't it? And for a class interval 20 to 30, the mid value is 25. For a class interval 30 to 40, the mid value is 35. And for a class interval 40 to 50, the mid value is 45. So that's how you find the class intervals. The frequencies remaining the same. Now the last one of them is the equal and unequal class interval series. When the classes in a series are of the same interval, it is called equal class interval series, because see, 10 to 20, it is equal to 10. 20 to 30, the class interval is 10. And you go on, 30 to 40, again the class interval will be equal to 10. So since these are all equal, it is called the equal class interval series. But when the class intervals are not equal, it is called unequal class interval series. Look at this series. 10 to 20 it is 10, 20 to 30 again 10, 30 to 50, 50 minus 30 is 20, 50 to 80, 80 minus 50 is 30. So here we see the class interval is 10, but here it becomes 20 and 30. So such a class series is called an unequal class interval series. So those were the continuous series, the types of continuous series.